Okay guys, so it's the last day of June, the last day of the week, Friday. And also, I wasn't really waiting for this day, but today it just popped into my mind that, the second quarter is coming to an end. And when this quarter was beginning, I just had this idea, that maybe I should do a review about it. Because I stopped doing monthly reviews, but because not much is actually going on a monthly basis, but when you look at 3 months, then it becomes much more interesting. So let's talk about what happened. And I also want to warn you that today is a hot day. I opened the window and a lot of insects are now flying around inside. So if you see any of them, don't be afraid and don't forget to say hi to those flies. So the first topic is the journal app. I think you already know what it is. It's the main thing on TraderWise website. During the last 3 months, it has been tried by 82 new people, organically, without any advertisement, and I'm really happy about it. I didn't check what is the total number of users now, but I can say that it's above 1,000. And when I say that somebody tried, so it means they signed up and they logged in at least once. So, I'm not tracking really anything, but I can see if people logged in. And I was like, I had this thing like a lot of bots were signing up, and I had to filter who are the real people and who are the bots. So the bots, they never log in, because to log in you need to have an email and click a link on that email. So that's how I filter. And now I have CAPTCHA, so the bots stopped signing up. The next topic, signals. So we have the free signals channel was started in the end of March. So just before the second quarter started. So it's been around for approximately 3 months, and in total we now have 22 subscribers on Telegram group who are receiving my messages. Well, throughout these 3 months, there has been, I would say, I was changing my trading style a few times. I was always thinking, how to do it better, because I'm aware that most of the people who subscribe for the signals, they want results fast and quick. They want the trades to close today, or tomorrow by the latest. So that was the kind of trades and trading mentality that I was bringing in initially, and it was good initially. It was like April was 28%, but there were some cases where we also had a bit of drawdown, and then the next month it was much worse. We had just 4% profit, and because I was just experimenting with different approaches. And now what we have, like with the most recent change, I just thought, okay, like it doesn't really matter, maybe it's just my assumption, about what people want, and maybe it's not even right. And I just got tired, of thinking, in different ways, this is the thing for signal subscribers, this is the thing for myself, maybe a different kind of trade, this is the thing for, other stuff. And it just, at some point, it just became too much. And I thought, okay, I will just send everything to the Signals group without much consideration, maybe a bit of consideration. And if we get into long-term trades, that's okay. We will wait it out altogether. And I mean, who cares? If some people are impatient, well, it's not really my problem after all. What we want really is to just make pips, and we have to wait sometimes until we get paid. So the result of Signals is 49% profit during those 3 months. So I would say I'm particularly happy about the last 2 weeks when I'm, because with the most recent change in my trading style, what I did, I also reduced risk a lot. And that means that we are almost at the professional level now with our risk, but we are targeting, basically the targets have more pips now. Usually what I'm looking for now is at least 20 pips in a trade, and if it's particularly good, like extremely good, it can be 10 pips, but I would be looking to make a second entry if the price retraces to make more pips. Well, just because it feels bad, to just leave an extremely good trade, just because of these profitability rules. So yeah, I'm happy about these 2 weeks because, the risk is on a completely new level, and the return, it was quite good. I can't say exactly how much it was. Maybe 6%. But the thing is, if you watched my video about $1,000, the new price of freedom, and you probably saw that to turn 1,000 into $1 million, all you need is 10% a month every 6 months. Oh, sorry. For 6 years. 10% a month compounded for 6 years. And so with my free signals, okay, if you're a Signal subscriber, you probably earned less because the signals are delayed by 15 minutes. And so sometimes, you make less because, or sometimes you can't even take a trade if it was a quick one. But for the last 2 weeks, it was really good because, as I said, I'm targeting more like medium-term, long-term trades, and you have plenty of time to enter. And also, of course, you can copy those trades via CTrader, copy. And I know that not everyone can use CTrader. This is of particular is a particular problem for USA residents. But yeah, literally today, one new investor joined from USA, and what I offered to him is just like a private arrangement. It's like he sent me the money in USD to my Wise account. I converted it to Euro, and I just funded a broker account under my name, and I attached this account to CTrader copy. So that is possible, if you are from USA or any other restricted country. So, we can do it this way. And what happens on CTrader is that all of my trades, they get copied automatically to your account, and performance fee is only 30%. Why 30? good question, because you might ask, my private account management is 50% performance fee, where the minimum is 50,000 euros. The minimum on CTrader is $500 at the moment only. And with this private arrangement, I said it's 1,000 now, the minimum. So, like, and 30% performance fee. So, what, like, why? You know, you might ask. So it's illogical. Well, the problem is, CTrader platform has the maximum performance fee. It's 30%. So, you know, that's the maximum that I could set. So that's the explanation why. And why the minimum is much lower than on private account management is because, well, I might say that I am very altruistic and I want to help as much people as possible. And yeah, that is true to some extent. But the other reason is that it's fully automated, you know. I don't have to do anything, you know. Copying is automated. There is no technology risk, you know. If I do it on VPS by connecting the accounts manually, you know, every time something fails, you know, here I don't have this problem. Also, I would need to calculate performance fees manually. I would have to issue invoices to people. They would have to withdraw manually and then do me a transfer. I mean, it would be like another business to manage. So it would be stupid. So it would take a lot of time, you know, and CTrader copy solves all these problems. That's why we can have a very small minimum starting amount. Yeah, so I started on CTrader copy basically on the same day, or almost the same day as with Signals, and now we have close to $5,000 invested. It would be nice to see at least $50,000 because, you know, when I look at the top charts, what I see is quite amazing. You know, scammers, outright scammers who have like hundreds of thousands of percentage returns, and they have so much on their capital. And what I do, on purpose, I put those guys on my favorites so that I can track them. And I just want to see how they fail, you know. One already failed, you know. It was like the returns were so high and then it went to completely zero. And because, you know, if you see these returns, you just know they're doing something wrong. Maybe they're not closing their losing trades and compounding along the way. And I mean bad losers, you know, which they don't close, and maybe doing some martingale stuff. And, you know, what they do is just they collect performance fees, and then, you know, they just let their investors sink into the sea, into the bottom of the ocean. And what fascinates me that they have hundreds of thousands, even some guys millions under management, and they are not. I don't think that they are genuine. Of course, I can't say with 100% certainty, but I just don't think that it's possible. What I offer is a genuine thing. I also have verified track records on my FX book. You know, I can't fake my FX book. You know, it's a global site, one of the most popular ones. You know, I don't own it, so. A third party. You can go and see my stats. And yeah, so now the robot, the automated system, it wasn't performing as well during the last 3 months. It made just almost 2% returns, and in total, it's 25% gains, and it was started a year ago, June 2023. So, you know, there is now like not the best period for this robot, but it's fine. I mean, it's robot. It's fully automated. You I don't really do anything with it. I just check once a week to just see if there is anything that I can do, manually to, maybe something beneficial, to improve the result. But I don't place new trades. So I mean, what I mean by this, that by manual action, is that I only close some trades. If I see that it's a good time to close. But I never open new trades, because then it wouldn't be a robot. So yeah, and this account also accepts investors, but this is an extremely low risk account. So that's why the minimum investment amount is high. It's 100,000 euros. And not only because of that, but also because the returns are quite small. As I said, 25% annually. And according to back tests, this is actually, this is better than expected. So, it could be like on a normal year, maybe just 10% a year. So, and the drawdown was 9% maximum so far. And so I would say, when we are dealing with such percentages, we need to have bigger amounts invested, and so that it would be meaningful, for me, and it would cover my time when, dealing with people, doing the transactions, the transfers, and basically managing the account on my VPS. Now, okay, regarding training. So training is still available. It's the same as it was. One of the investors who has been recently to a trading seminar in London sent me a picture which shows what kind of strategies they preach, and one of them was breakfast pip tracker. That's the title of the strategy, breakfast pip tracker. So it implies that you kind of you make all your pips for the breakfast, or before the breakfast, or during the breakfast. What I want to say, the internet didn't change. There is still many con artists, there is still many scammers who are selling their fantasies, and who are giving some very weird names to their strategies, but they are not genuine people. I have talked about this already. You probably have heard about it. I don't need to elaborate on this, but there is just one thing that those scammers can never provide, and it's verified track record. I was asking this thing from many people, and I never received it, because all of them were con artists, they were scammers, and even the people who look really smart, dressed in nice suits, who even have prop firms. I mean, okay, it's another topic, I will not touch it now, but they look serious, because they are like the CEOs of prop firms, and and they are also teaching some strategies. But I ask them, send me your trading statement, at least. It doesn't have to be on my FX book, but they can't even provide this because for obvious reasons. I provide my verified track record, and I teach only one-on-one during live market conditions. No pre-recorded bullshit, no videos, no PDFs. So make your own conclusions. Who is the real guy and who is not? And by the way, recently I was approached by quite a few people, very nice people, very motivated people, who were interested about training, and it was really a pleasure to talk to you all. So I'm really grateful, because trading is boring, and if you send me an email and we have a conversation, so So, and if I can help in some way, then it feels really good. I didn't train any people yet, nobody signed up yet, people are just showing interest, but they are not becoming my students yet. But maybe at some point in the future it will happen. So, yeah, I had also some changes in website design. So it's no longer the boring blue corporate color. I just felt that it's too cold, it's too miserable, and it's, after going through some internal changes, I realized it's no longer reflecting who I am. So I decided to change it to a more vibrant purple because I think it reflects better the idea of of financial prosperity and of my service, which is to help other people make money out of money. I just feel that this color is more better suited. Also, I started this challenge for myself to turn 10 euros into 100,000 euros. I know it sounds quite ridiculous, but it actually is possible because my mentor, some time ago, it was like 7 years ago, he increased his capital 10 times in 2 months trading part-time. It was on a demo account, but it doesn't really matter because you can do the same on a real account. So, and to make 100,000 after from 10 euros, what you have to do is to just repeat this process 4 times. So it's not that hard, but it was hard a bit for me because like initially I thought I will trade a specific kind of strategy for this account. Again, that creates a bit of a chaos because one thing on one account, another thing on another account. And I thought I will compound all the time after, every time, after I can compound, I will compound. And my maximum risk was like 100 pips. So it was okay, I was going up. So I started this 1 month ago, not 3 months ago. And so I reached about 60% profitability. And then I almost blew up. And almost, but I didn't. And I decided, okay, I will just exit this trade. So from 60% gain, I went about 10% gain only, almost back to my initial balance. And then I thought, okay, I have to do it a bit differently. I will not compound it because my mentor didn't compound. Maybe I will compound just after each step, I make 10x capital, then I compound. 10x capital, then I compound. So basically the highest risk, which is like 100 pip maximum drawdown, then I have this only at 4 occasions after compounding has happened. So I kind of minimize the time I spend in this maximum risk area. And maybe I can also put a bit more thought into those trades when I'm in this high risk area, so that I build up faster. I build up, and then I feel safer. So yeah, this is how now I am doing this, and I am now, as of now, I am back. It's plus 63% profit now. So let's continue, and I don't really want to think too much about this account. Now it just copies automatically the trades with some limits maybe, or maybe not, I don't remember now exactly. But I don't want to think about it too much. And if it fails, well, it doesn't really matter, it's 10 euros. If it fails, when I have like 90,000 euros, and if it fails then, of course, it would feel quite stupid, but it's still 10 euros of my capital. Everything else is just broker's money. So it should be fine. And if I fail, well, I can just put 10 euros again and just try again until I succeed. So let's see how it goes. Just a disclaimer, this is no indication of my trading ability, this trading account. It just uses high risk, that's it. And I have shared also my FX book link in the Signals group. This is also, you can track it publicly, because I thought it will be embarrassing to fail in public. And if I do, yes, you can laugh at me, but yeah, don't judge me, if I fail, because as I say, this is just a challenge. This is not how I trade on a professional level. And this is not how I manage money for other people as well. Even though I think people would be happy to see 60% profit in a month, or maybe even more, but it comes at the risk of just blowing up completely. Oh yeah, one more thing. I posted a blog article about the hedge fund strategy. It's been available for about a couple of years, actually. It's available to investors, and what it means, hedge strategy, is that you can make money just by taking trades simultaneously, buy and sell. It means your risk is fully hedged, and you are profiting just from keeping those trades. It's not that straightforward as I am telling you now, and I don't want to reveal all the details. So there is some manual work involved on a weekly basis. Yeah, if you are interested, the expected annual return of this strategy is about 40%. At like with the current economic situation that we have, it does depend on economic situation. If the change is coming, we can foresee that, of course, in advance. It will not be like anyway, the worst case scenario is that it just stops providing profit, and that's all, because as I said, the risk is fully hedged. You can't really lose money with this approach. There is maybe 1% chance, because if you keep your money at the bank, there's also 1% chance that you will lose all of your money. And here you are keeping money at the broker, so with brokers it's the same. So that's the only risk that you have. The minimum investment amount as of now is 200,000 euros for this investment. If you are interested, I might also teach you this strategy. I might do training for you. If you want to do it yourself with a smaller amount. But I haven't really thought about it yet. I don't know how much it should cost, but it wouldn't cost a little, it should be something on par, with my regular training, because because it's all about the value, it's all about the value that you get, and these things, they just can't be cheap. If I can teach you, how to make a lot of money in the forex market, then this just can't be shared for free. What you can find for free on the internet is just complete bullshit, and that's why it is for free. What you can also find in those PDFs or videos, in those courses of those educators who are preaching the inversion narrative, I mean, it's also complete bullshit, It doesn't matter if it's cheap or expensive. The only way to learn is one-on-one from a professional trader during live market conditions. You can't read about how to trade, Somebody has to show you how to trade. So that's the reason why my training is expensive, why it does have a price, because it means that I cannot trade during this time. I just have to completely shut off and just focus on you. and focus on like Dan Pena likes to say, like dragging you along the finish line, you know, to so that you are where you have to be, because trading is not easy, as those schmucks are saying on YouTube. Trading is hard, and somebody, well, you need to have somebody who is proficient and who can show you how to do it properly. You can do it, you can teach yourself as well, but it's many times harder. So if you are smart, and if you value your time and money, it's much better to learn directly from another professional trader, but from a real professional trader, not a guru. And also YouTube channel. I made a lot of YouTube videos during the last 3 months. Some of them, I started this new playlist, Debunking FX Gurus, where, you know, I take a popular video about forex from one of those gurus, and I just say, you know, why that video is not genuine and why they are lying. You know, I just want to bring some truth to this inverted world, but I don't think it's going to happen. You know, maybe just a bit of like a small percentage of people, you know, they can benefit from what I say, but in the end, I don't want to appear weird, you know, but the market needs stupid people, you know, so that others can profit from them. That's why we have this inversion narrative being preached through all of the channels. You see those really relatable stories, you know, when somebody got rich from trading and retired their fathers, brought them on holiday, and bought a Lamborghini, you know, all of that stuff. It just presses the buttons, you know, some people. Those stories, you know, which are so relatable. You know, it's up to you, you know, whom you want to believe in. But if this guy can't teach you one-on-one, if he can't provide you a verified track record, then why on earth would you believe in them? Okay, so that's all. This is how the second quarter of this year went. I have no time really left in this video to talk about what's coming up for the next quarter, but you know, it's all really simple. I just want to do the best that I can for myself and for other people. And let's just see how it will go the next quarter. So enjoy the rest of your summer and have a good weekend.